Hey everybody, so I'm going to react to one of Officer Tatum's videos in regards to the View panics as Americans reject their woke show. He's somebody that I like to follow. He's one of the guys that actually inspired me to start my own channel. And I don't know if this is going to be approved, but I wanna react to it and share it with you guys. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this reaction.
Y'all don't play with Jesus. That's all I say. You can play with anything else you want to play with. You can play on the swing. You can play with drugs. You can play with your girlfriend.
Pause.
And you can do whatever you want. Don't play with Jesus.
And so it angers me when people are like, this woke stuff, it's got to go. That's telling me that you don't care about my lived experience. You don't care about the oppression of the LGBTQ community. You don't care about the oppression of the disabled. You don't care about the oppression of immigrants. You don't care about your fellow neighbor. And that is ungodly. That is not Christian.
Crack is cheap.
Crack is cheap.
What's going on, y'all? I got something very important to tell you. And I think that some of you guys realize this, but
Sorry, Officer Tatum. I'm gonna have to skip this part. You guys can check it out. I'm gonna actually put the link of this video from Officer Tatum below. Like and subscribe to his channel. He has some great content. I love listening to him. Even when he went out to the colleges and was speaking with some college students, you know, on some certain topics. Definitely check out his channel.
Jesus. It has something to do with Christianity. And y'all don't play with Jesus. That's all I say. You can play with anything else you want to play with. You can play on the swing. You can play with drugs. You can play with your girlfriend. You can do whatever you want. Don't play with Jesus. Don't play. You can play video games. Right, Trent? You play video games. You play video games. You could be a gamer. You can, I don't know, you could gamble. You could play with everything else. Don't play with the Lord. That's all I'm saying. Don't play with Jesus. Let me drink a little bit of water, and then we're going to go in. Roll it.
Award season always gets a little political, but last night's Screen Actors Guild Awards, when actress and longtime activist Jane Fonda accepted her Lifetime Achievement Award, she had something to say. Take a look.
What we create is empathy. Make no mistake, empathy is not weak or woke. And by the way, woke just means you give a damn about other people. Even if they're of a different political persuasion, we need to call upon our empathy and not judge, but listen from our hearts and welcome them into our tent, because we are going to need a big tent to resist successfully what's coming at us.
It's so powerful.
So are people going to take the message to heart? These are two different questions, neither which I really want to ask.
Yeah. What do you want to know?
When you heard her say that, which is, inclusion, what'd you think?
I loved that. I loved that tone, because I think when you, the reason as an independent I lean left is the empathy. It's so easy and natural to have empathy for people that are oppressed, minorities, LGBTQ+, you name it, any group. But when she named the part of other political persuasions, I felt like there was this kind of jolt, because in the room it was like, yes, 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 and remember to understand them from their hearts, the way an actor would, because actors play bad roles. She went on to say things about men who had to play awful characters, women who had to do this. She said to play them to this level, you have to walk in their shoes. You have to understand even the bad ones. And I thought what she said just landed really heavy with me as a reminder that don't just do the easy empathy, do the empathy that challenges you a little further.
For me, it was incredibly inspiring. And again, part of this shift that I think we are beginning to see, because we've seen several award shows, and frankly, nobody has been political the way she was yesterday. And it also gave me inspiration because, there's a lot of people that are older that have marched, that have protested in the past, that are now saying, we're tired. It's time that the young people do it. And Jane Fonda just reminded us that you are never too old, that you are never too successful. This is a woman who has been protesting and standing up for her beliefs. Sometimes I've disagreed with her, and it has cost her at times, had great cause at her
Yeah.
career. And you do not give up on America. You don't turn your back on America. When America needs us to stand up, speak up, and show up, we have to continue doing it.
Yeah.
What do you think Donald Trump has been doing? And he was able to get elected as president of the United States because the American people saw this. They all stood up. Their voices wanted to be heard. They were tired of this woke craziness. It's mental.
I thought about the conversations you and I have had, Whoopi, so many times about
Here
the
we go.
co-opting of the word woke. And the fact that the right somehow has made it a dirty word. To be woke is a word that came out of the African American community, and it was about acknowledging social justice inequities, acknowledging people suffering. It is not a bad thing to care about other people, to care about the sufferings of others, and to act upon it. And so Whoopi will often tell me, well, I've never been asleep. Yeah. And that's how I feel. My parents, they grew up in the civil rights movement. I grew up in the late 60s, 70s. I was always a part of it. And so I've never been asleep. And so it angers me when people are like, this woke stuff, it's got to go. That's telling me that you don't care about my lived experience. You don't care about the oppression of the LGBTQ community. You don't care about the oppression of the disabled. You don't care about the oppression of immigrants. You don't care about your fellow neighbor. And that is ungodly. That is not Christian. So.
Well, yeah, but you know what the most ironic thing is? They don't care about it, and they don't care about it while wearing big fat crosses around their necks.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
You know what?
That's a disrespect to the cross. Saying a fat cross on their neck. That's a huge disrespect to the cross. These women, this is why I don't watch The View. I cannot watch The View and react to it on my channel because I'll just be blowing steam the entire time. I can't stand any of these women. I watch The View through Officer Tatum because his reactions hilarious. And he makes a lot of great points on a lot of the things they say or don't say in regards to anything they discuss about at this table. And it's just The View. It's a view of their opinions. It's anything they say is never fact. So I don't really take it too much of something of importance. And that's another reason why I don't want it on my channel, because it's not something I want to report to my followers. I told you guys in the beginning I want to do as much as I can, the truth out there. The View is nothing of that sort, and that's not something I'm going to push out for you guys. But I will have some entertainment with Officer Tatum here.
Remember that all things that make people uncomfortable would be called woke. Everything. There have not been changes made in this country that were made without people being woke. We had to wake up and see that there's nothing wrong with who you want to love as long as you keep me in mind when I say, this is who I love. All of these things were challenged by people who said, maybe they didn't say you're too woke, but they used whatever the hip word of the time was. This has always been, it will always be. This is what change does. It makes people uncomfortable. It scares people, makes people think that they are losing their place. You're not losing your place.
No.
What your place is telling you is that they're...
I can't listen to him no more. I can only stomach it. It's a little bit at a time. Woke has nothing to do with social justice. Woke is when you go too goddog far. That's when you want kids taking puberty blockers. That's when the man with his weenie hanging out in the locker room with girls, and y'all think that's totally fine. They beating the brakes off these women in sports, and you think that's totally fine. They grunting and dunking on women, breaking records, 300-pound records, and y'all, that's totally fine. That's woke. That's woke. When everything somebody do is racism, that's woke. That's not empathy. That's called weaponized empathy. When you're weaponizing empathy, you're saying, illegal aliens, they deserve a chance. No. The people who came here right deserve a chance. What you're doing is you're gaslighting us. If you came to America illegally, you knew what you were getting into when you came here. What about the people who came here the right way? We are protecting them. We care about their rights. We care about their sacrifices. Now, there are people that come here illegally that just want a better life. But to the expense or the detriment of who? We care about America. That's why we don't want people taking advantage of America. That's why we don't want people taking opportunities from Americans. That y'all claim y'all care, but y'all really don't care. We don't want people coming over here illegally. It comes with trafficking. It comes with all kind of stuff. Drugs, the growth and development and funding of the cartel, people dying in the middle of the desert getting over here. It comes with a lot of crap too. That's why we don't want MS-13 and gang members and people getting hurt trying to come over here illegally. Y'all don't.
I've been saying about the same things in my channel, and I completely agree with Officer Tatum. I don't want to watch the entire video because I don't know if it's even going to get approved on YouTube, but
care about that.
Oops. I don't want to spoil the rest of the video. If you guys want to check the rest of the video of Officer Tatum, click it on the link below. I'll attach it to the description. And subscribe to him and like his videos because, I mean, he makes a lot of great points. And as I said earlier, The View is something I'm trying so hard not to do any type of reactions with them on my channel, and Officer Tatum is my way of getting through to seeing The View. That's the only way I would see The View. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Till next time, peace out, guys.